A very good welcome to everybody, our participants here locally and around the world on YouTube. We're very happy to have you with us. My name is Stu Edelman on behalf of Veganville TV and iCare Workshops. I'm very happy to be on this journey with all of you. We are excited to have you, a group of enthusiastic and motivated participants joining us. You'll be able to interact during this program through the chat, as well as friends and family will be able to watch this on live streaming on YouTube. Before we get started, I'd like to just put our disclaimer on there. The information or opinions expressed on this iCare Zoom Healthy Livings workshop by Chef Estella, host Stu Edelman, or participants are not necessarily those of Veganville TV, producers, or sponsors. Please understand that your decisions about nutrition, diagnosis, disease, or treatment should rely on medical doctors, registered dietitians, and licensed health care professionals. Okay, with that out of the way, I'd like to introduce Chef Estella. But before we do that, let me tell you a little bit about her. Okay. All right. Chef Estella is a Florida International University graduate with a Master of Science degree. She's a retired educator. She's the author of Heavenly Eating book with 70 live food, gluten-free, plant-based whole foods for the people and the planet. The recipes are part of the book that you've received as part of this journey. She's a certified live food chef. She's a trainer of plant-based chef apprentices and lots more. You can read in the information there. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you Chef and Professor Estella.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm Chef Estella. Thank you all for being here. I encourage you to post your questions in the chat throughout today's session. I will answer them during the Q&A. I hope I can inspire you to take action and make positive changes in your lifestyle. By the end of the 7 sessions, you will be able to become familiar with the whole, full, plant-based culinary philosophy, plan more easily healthy, delicious meals, share and enjoy with your family and friends while taking care of yourself as well as our precious blue planet and its resources. Right now, Stu, I'm going to go to share the screen so I can start. I have the first, we're going to have 2 sessions. The first session, I'm going to do a PowerPoint presentation with the main topics for today. Then we're going to have a break of 5 minutes, depends how we go. I think that we started a little bit later, but it doesn't matter. Okay, try to do the best for today, and thank you for your patience. And then I will show you the recipes that I already made for you, and I will show you how you can make them. All right, so I go to share the screen now. All right, so this is the iCare About workshop lifestyle that I developed when I took the Catalyst, the CLEAR program at Catalyst Miami. So I got a scholarship, a funding, and it took 2 years just to take this to you, to the community. And I want to thank Catalyst Miami for this opportunity, and also to AirSafe Miami, that it is Jeff Tucker and Stu Edelman is just a volunteer, and they are helping with all the technical issues and all that. So as I said before, feel free to make any comments, and Stu will take care of that, and then I'll answer those questions, you know. This one doesn't.
Use this one. Use this one.
This one doesn't show me to see this.
Use this button.
Okay, but this one. Okay, our goal. What is our goal? Our goal is to boost a healthy living, compassionate lifestyle for people, for all of us, for you, animals, and our earth resources. What you will expect? These are the 6 workshops. Today is the 9th. Then we have next Saturday, the 16th, the 23rd, the 30th, 11/6, 11/13, and then graduation is when you are going to be showing some of the recipes that I'm going to show you during all this workshop. And also, we're going to do a menu for Thanksgiving, okay? So before that, it's going to be Saturday from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. If you have an emergency and you cannot attend, so send me and I will give you the opportunity to make up the class. So I think that all of you already received the book, but if you did not receive yet, then just write it in the chat and AirSafe Miami, the team will take care of that. What you will expect? These are some of the content that I'm going to talk, the talks that we're going to have, you know, in general, introduction to lifestyle medicine, evidence-based research, mindful eating, stress management, whole food plant-based culinary philosophy, benefits, acid alkaline body balance, phytonutrients, live food, sprouting, how to plan nutrient-dense meals, food demos, buy affordable produce and plant-based products for sustainable healthy eating, local farmers market, resources, documentaries, and also some plant-based chefs and restaurant that you can go and use their services. Okay. Also, all of you they already sent to download my ebook, Heavenly Eating ebook, with the sample recipes with menus. Free membership in Heavenly Eating Club, and then of course AirSafe has it's called Veganville TV Sunday Zooms on the 1st and the 3rd Sunday that also you can join and have all the information and just share, you know. So go with the next one. This is the agenda for today. Maybe this is not reflecting exactly what we are having, but we just went with the introduction, and we are doing now with the presentation about the evidence-based research, disease, diet, lifestyle medicine, to talk about a little bit about Dr. Ornish, I want to introduce you. He's one of we call them plant-based doctors. They are conventional doctors, and then they went to and studied their lifestyle medicine practice too, the pH scale, acid alkaline food, whole food plant-based culinary philosophy. The second plant-based doctor, Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn. We are going to talk about processed oil, leafy greens, and nitric oxide. Then we're going to have a break, and then I will, these are the demos that I already prepared, and we are going to talk about it. So if you don't have now to prepare them, probably you can buy and prepare them later. I gave you in advance the list. So the idea is that you can start, not at this very moment, but if you cannot start with breakfast, lunch, and dinner that I suggest, and you have in my book, so you just start with one meal. And then somebody asked me, what is the most important meal? The most important meal, it would be your green smoothie and your green salad. So let's start. So this is the information that I got from the CDC. And they talk also about preventive medicine and how the diet high in sodium and in fat and in sugar is affecting the population. So 6 in 10 adults in the US have a chronic disease, and 4 in 10 adults have 2 or more. So heart disease, cancer, chronic lung disease, stroke, Alzheimer's disease, diabetes, chronic kidney disease, all these chronic diseases can be improved with the eating more fruits and vegetables, or probably some of you would like to adopt a plant-based eating or eat 60 or 50% of plant-based. That would be up to you. I hope I can inspire you, as I said, to make positive changes so you can feel healthy and joyful and enjoy life. The American College of Preventive Medicine, and here is the website that you can go, talks about they study lifestyle medicine. And what is that? It's evidence-based therapeutic approach to prevent, treat, and reverse lifestyle-related chronic diseases. If you know, you can talk to your doctors and you can tell them this website, they can go there, and they have programs for doctors. And something very important, they have a culinary also program that they have for doctors. So culinary medicine based on high fiber plant-based diet, high fiber. And they also have program for doctors. Anybody can become a member too, okay? And to see why this is all important. Evidence-based research refers to the scientific method used in all research, and using different type of studies, peer review, in order to help better the life of these chronic diseases. So here we have Dr. Dean Ornish. I don't know if you heard, but he was one of the president's doctor, and he was the one who really started this American College of Lifestyle Medicine. And he talks about of course, you can go to his website, Dr. Dean Ornish, and he talks about there is a lot of scientific research based on preventive medicine. And he talks about the causes, and he says that the causes of illnesses happen on many levels simultaneously. And there are 4 categories that we have to take into consideration. One is nutrition. That's why he advised a whole food plant-based diet, low in fat and sugar, and no processed oil. Exercise, moderate exercise, walking, or any other type that you enjoy. Relaxation, extremely important, de-stress. You can use meditation, you can use Tai Chi, you can use gentle yoga, breathing out, going into nature, grounding. So this is very important, breathing out and breathing in, being in control of your breathing. That will help you to de-stress with all the stressful situation that we have with the traffic, with work and all that, very important. And he also talked about something very special, love, social connection. There are different type of connection, and now through the internet, you can also have that. Okay, now we have all this, as you can see in here, okay, this is Safe, and here is me, Chef Estela, Chef Carlos, who is here also to help me with the second part. He's a graduate of my first promotion of the plant-based apprentice program. And Chef Tucker, who does also, he is a chef, you know, and he helps with setting up this beautiful photo that you see in there. We have plenty of photos. And I hope that you can go beyond Heavenly Eating Club and request to be my friend, and you will see plenty of recipes and jump start that we did. And this is one, how beautiful it look, and everything is colorful, and every food, it tastes delicious. You don't become sick after that, and you're happy. Okay, this one of the things is that this the plant-based, and there is research based on that, just give you happiness. So this is where we are about that. The next one is, where are we going to start? Our human body. Okay, if you see on the left, these are your beautiful cells. They need to look like this. When you drink water, you keep your cells healthy. So hydration is very important. Oxygen, all right. So plant-based food give you a lot of oxygen, especially the live food, living food, or raw food. Remember, our blood is really, if you see the pH scale, 7 is neutral. Below 7 is acid. And then after 7 is alkaline. So in order to keep your immune system strong, you need to have that balance, like 6.7 or 7, you know. When you go like 5.4, these are extremely acid food, mostly processed food. And also all the meats, okay? And they are very, very acid, so you need to try to do the best and start alkalizing your body. Based on that, the blood has a sorry, pH of sorry, I don't know, but all of a sudden, my throat started to tickle. So we said our blood is 7.3, and we have to try to keep our body 6.7. The pH scale is very important. So if you have, they recommend to have an 80%, but this is too high for you. You can start with the 20 or 30% of live food or living food. And then you can increase. So in order to have this healthy balance. So this is what we talk about, the acid and alkaline. Sorry, I don't know though. So this is important to take into consideration. The next one.
Next slide. frozen. I don't know why this it's not it's not processing. Let's see. Maybe this one. Here we go. Right, use this one.
Which one?
This little arrow
Okay.
over here.
Where is the button? Okay. Can you all hear me? Yes? Here we are going to talk now about Dr. Caldwell-Esselstyn. Very important. This is our main point today. Oils. The oils, all the oils, they are processed food. They are considered processed food. What do? They injure the endothelium, that is the lining of the heart, the blood, and your lymph vessels. So he wrote a book, Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease. You can go there to the website and see. And he did a program for 32 months, and he reversed the coronary heart disease of all these patients. And he had a program, no oil at all, absolutely none of the oils. And he used a lot of leafy greens. The importance of leafy greens. Leafy greens is what it helps the endothelial cells produce, that's nitric oxide. So the blood vessels can dilate. You can read more and go to his book or in any videos if you want more the scientific part. So look at our arteries. All this lining is not only in the heart, it is in your whole body. This is the normal condition of an artery. Look when it's beginning, plaque formation starts. Then it starts to narrow, increase, and then narrow the arteries. Narrow the arteries. So this is what it happened with the oils. So I hope that that you take this point very, very seriously, and we'll see other of the why not oils. That's why that instead of processed oil, instead of olive oil, you can have olives. That is the whole food, not the process. So we will see. Here I just make a slide so you can see what not oils, refined and refined extracted concentrated oils that they don't have any vitamins or minerals. They are just empty calories that goes to your arteries and cause inflammation. They have been extracted from their whole food. Somebody say, what about olive oil? 1 tablespoon of olive oil has 120 calories, high in saturated fat, and has only 15% of maybe a little bit of the good fat if you want, but this saturated fat clogs up your arteries. And we don't know about that. I didn't know. So oils, repeat again, injure the endothelium, that is all this lining that you have that cover all your body. Lining of the heart, the blood, the lymph vessel, all over your body. So that one causes cholesterol. And what is cholesterol? It's a white waxy substance that coats our cells. Our bodies made them on their own. So there is no need to eat cholesterol or cholesterol food that has a high cholesterol. The LDL, that is the lethal cholesterol, it has to be 80 or under. And the total cholesterol, 150 or under. So this is something that you can check. How is that? If you are borderline, so then you need to take this seriously and start eating less oil. And today we're going to see all these other healthy fat that you can use instead of the processed oil. So this is evidence-based research, some of the points done and recommended by whole food plant-based doctors like Dr. Ornish and Dr. Esseltyn that we talked today. So let's see this one. Here you can see the power plate. Okay. Serving size. The serving size. Here you have fruits, 2 to 3 servings, seeds or nut, 1 or 2 servings, if you're healthy. But if you have coronary disease or high cholesterol, try to eat only 1, Vegetables, 4 servings. Beans and lentils, 3 or more servings. Grains and starchy vegetables, also 4 or 5 servings. So this is your power plate. You can have 1 cup, that is like 1 ounce, or you can have half a cup, that is like 4 ounces. So what is this that we talk about the whole food plant-based culinary philosophy? So whole food is, and we already said, when you take the food as it comes from nature, food created by nature. Also, make sure that you eat a lot of vegetables. Leafy greens are extremely important. Fruits, whole grains, legumes, beans, tubers, root vegetables. And if you're healthy, you can have 1 ounce of nuts or seeds. No refined concentrated oils. So that's why that this is really a lifestyle that you get used to low salt or sugar. And I'm going to show you then what type of alternative to salt and refined sugars, no refined carbohydrates. All these carbohydrates are complex. And then probably you heard no salt, no oil, and no sugar. So this is for people who have serious problems. They have high cholesterol, high sugar, they have heart problems. So, and it's also good to keep it low if you can manage, and always complex carbohydrates, no refined sugar. So you need to start replacing all your white products for brown. Okay, brown rice, brown sugar. So I think that the whole food philosophy. All right, so stop here.
Thank you very
Yes.
much, Chef Estella. If you
Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, if you have any questions on what you've heard or some questions that might be on your mind, feel free to put it in the chat. We'd like to take a 5-minute break and we'll be right back. Thank you for your participation. We'll be back. Okay, everybody, that was a little bit more than 5 minutes. So thank you for your patience, and we're back live. We didn't have this pre-recorded, so it had to take a little longer. Okay, we have on the table ingredients, and Chef Estella is back. She is going to be introducing some very good concepts on food and a recipe. And please give your attention again to Chef Estella. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, everybody. And now you receive the recipe of all this book and the list of the product that you can buy. So we're going to start with the Portabella mushrooms, okay? I want to show you the ingredients. When you download your book, you can also, this is what I did. I went to Office Depot, and then you just make a copy, all right? So, of the book. We are starting with the Portabella mushroom that they are on page 76. Which are the ingredients that we have in here? First of all, we have the sliced Portabella mushrooms. I found them sliced, but if not, you can buy the other one, the baby Portabella, or the other that is like a cup also. How then we have the red onion diced, have a bunch of parsley chopped, and now we're going to see how we're going to marinate. Okay, so this is a high sodium, this is organic soy, gluten-free, that you can use. 2 ounces and of this one because it's salty, and 4 ounces of water. And then in that one, in the measuring cup, you just add a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme or any other herb that you have, organic Italian seasoning, and organic fennel seed. If you don't have any of these spices, you can use the one that you like. Remember that you can use any spices, but be aware that spices are irradiated and they are GMO, genetically modified. So if you have inflammation and you see that you cannot, there is something wrong with the spices, spices are the most important food that you can add in this lifestyle. Is what is going to give you the taste that you really like. So this one tastes very good, and you marinate for 4 hours or overnight, or in this case, we did not marinate them. We just put them directly in the oven, and it took, Carlos, it took 30 minutes, isn't it? Yeah. So let's just bring the dish, okay? It took only 30 minutes at 365. The mushroom, yes, the mushrooms, okay. Yes. So here are the mushrooms that you can see, the final product. We also have the chickpea. The chickpea need to be organic. You can buy them, it's only $1, organic. Or you can make like a paste. Can you please bring me the hummus, please? The hummus. If you have problem with that one, they are very soft, okay? A spoon, please. So here you make a paste in the blender, or if you don't have a blender, you just, with a fork or a masher, you just make your own and add any spices that you like. Can you please bring the spices with the 24? There are spices that you can use that give a very, very, very good taste. And it's just, I recommend this one. This is 24 herb and spices. Okay. Now, fennel, filtered water. In this case, we don't need any salt because the tamari sauce, it gives. And it takes only 30 minutes. All right. So now I'm going to continue and talk a little bit about the quinoa. This is the dry quinoa. The quinoa just grows high in the Andean region. There are 3 different types of quinoa. This one, the white, there is a red, a black, and this one, okay? So you always have to rinse the quinoa. Quinoa is a pseudo cereal, and it has all the amino acid that the body needs. Also, it is a source of protein. In 1 cup, you have 8 ounces of protein, so you don't need to worry about protein in the plant-based kingdom because there are plenty of protein. And you just put them in water with the spices. I always use these same spices. Maybe you want to buy something thyme or anyone. I like the Italian seasoning because it has a blend of everything. If you cannot afford the other, just the Italian seasoning will be enough because it has many spices in there. So this is for the cook part, okay? And the quinoa takes, how long it took? 25 minutes. 25 minutes. So you have the recipe also there in the notes, in the letter. And in order to be yellow like this, I just added some turmeric, okay? So it looks all that, and it's a beautiful, warm dish that you can have, and I give you this for dinner. And everything takes like an hour. Thank you. All right. So now we go with breakfast. The chia blueberry porridge. Okay. Chia is just a seed that it has omega-3, it has protein, and it helps you to keep satisfied. So you can make a pudding, you know, on you can make a porridge like this one that I'm going to show you. Thank you, Carlos. Can you please move this one? Yes. I already have here that if you can move this one. And so now we're going to go with breakfast, okay? And here you have the recipe. If you want to make for 4 days, that's why I say 4 cups. But you can make 2 cups. And the recipe tells you exactly how. You just put the milk. In this case, I use organic soy milk, or you can use almond milk. And you just, for 4 cups of milk, you put 3 of the frozen berries, 3 tablespoons of chia, because chia is what is going to give the texture. Okay, let's see. Texture. And it's like a porridge or a pudding, you know. And even you can make like a porridge bowl, you know, in which you have that. So this is what it gives. And blueberries, you buy them frozen. There are 2 things that you need to have and buy organic: leafy greens and the berries, okay? So this is, and you don't need to put any sugar, you know, it's ready. And you put that overnight, and the following day, and for 3-4 days, you have a very nutrient-dense breakfast. You can warm it up, if you want to. All right. So can you bring me the vanilla cream, Carlos? You don't need any sugar, but in case you need it and it still feels, you can use vanilla, yes, stevia drops, and all this is in the letter that I sent you, okay? The stevia drops, it's a liquid, it has vanilla flavor, and stevia is just a natural sweetener, okay? So this is for breakfast, okay? Yes. Yes, yes, you can put that if you want to show it closer, for people. All this you have in the letter that we send. All right, so can you please bring me the other chia over there that I made, the chia that I made with water, yes. You can take this. Okay. Another thing that you can do is to have just put in water chia, okay? So this is a gel. So with this one, you can add it to the water, you can add it to milk, and you can have, a nice pudding. In the refrigerator, Carlos, I have a green smoothie. Okay, can you please bring it there? Okay. And so because of time, I already prepared all this, and I hope that you can make some, even if you make one recipe, I'm going to ask you, I need that you post that in Beyond Heavenly Eating Club, because this is the way that Catalyst will, I have to provide evaluation, how people, we have 29 people registered, okay? So yes, a spoon, please. Okay. So the most important drink that we talk about, the acid alkaline balance that is going to help you, is a green smoothie. Can you please bring me the box of leafy greens, please? Leafy greens. And in order to make things easy for you, because the leafy greens, okay, you can buy a box. This is very economical. It is organic, please. Okay. And this one has a different type of greens. And you just follow the recipe. 2 cups of filtered water. Okay. If they say 2 cups, 1 cup is 8 ounces. So if you want to start with 8 ounces for lunch, and then for dinner, you just add some of the salad that we're going to show you that we made already for today. And then you have a great soup, and with for lunch and for dinner. The best thing is that you can start with a smoothie, and from that one you make like a soup, adding salad, or adding and warm it up a little bit. Be careful, because these are greens and we don't want to oxidize them by heating. But you cannot have your food just eaten all or very cold or very hot. So it has to be body temperature, room temperature, or a little bit warmer. Hot, but not extremely hot, okay? So this is for the green smoothie. Can you please bring me the E3 Live and the wheatgrass powder, please? I also, in the recipe of the green smoothie, okay, it says that you can add, a blender is very, very important to have, okay? So you just blend it. First, you blend the greens with the water, all right? Then if you have any of this powder, you just add them. I want to talk about this algae, all right? This is food that come in a sort of supplement, This blue-green algae has minerals and vitamins that the body needs, okay? You can open that and place it with a little bit of water and have like 4 ounces early in the morning. And this is going to help you alkalizing your body. That is very, very important because our body is very acidic due to the food that we eat. And I hope that that can help you. The other thing is wheatgrass. So this is really from the ocean. You have all the nutrients from the ocean. It also helps with concentration, with memory. If you're having some fog, okay, and everybody now for the type of stress and rushing and not sleeping, we're having that. This is going to help you. But eating the right food, sleeping 8 hours, relaxing, it is very, very important. So, and this is from the land, organic wheatgrass. This is also a powder, also that you can add to the water. I'm trying to make things very easy at the beginning. It's just 1 scoop or half of a scoop with water, and that will help you in the morning. How can you start every morning? And it is in my book, by drinking water with a little bit of room temperature, the water, with a little bit of ginger, lemon, or lime. Or if you have cayenne also, it can be a little bit of cayenne. And that will help you with the blood flow and to provide, we say that our cells need oxygen. And this is oxygen from inside your body. Okay, this is very, very important, right? So we talk about the green smoothie, that this would be number 1. If there is one thing that you can start with and you don't have any money, this whole box, okay, organic, you have like for 2 weeks, you can freeze it also. It costs only $5. Okay, so it's not really expensive. It's not really expensive to buy organic. We say that the leafy greens and the berries are the ones that need to be organic. Okay, so this is for the green smoothie. Okay, and now we're going to go to the super green salad. Okay, super green salad. We have we don't use oil, so we have a dressing. Can you please bring me the sunflower butter, please? The sunflower butter. So the super green salad, okay, that is in the book and that you have, all right? So we're going to talk about this, if you can bring the sunflower seeds also so they can look at it, okay? This is the sunflower butter. This butter replaces peanut, okay? So this is what most of the children right now, they are allergic to peanuts. And this has the same taste as peanut butter. These are the seeds that you can see them here. I don't want to show any. Okay, these are the seeds, how they come. The seeds, sunflower seeds that have the fatty, the whole food fat that you really need. Of course, 4 ounces of a pate. And this is, so for the salad, we have the baby greens, okay? We have the 1 large tomato, the onion, the garlic, the parsley, and 1 spice, the Italian seasoning. All right, so this, can you please bring the salad, please? This one we have in there. If you see, here we have the salad, that there is the recipe. And what is that in the center? This is the sunflower pate or dip, if you want to call it, okay? So just from the sunflower seed, can you please bring me the little one, and the other one, the sunflower in water, to see that you need to soak. Make sure that you soak. If you can bring me the sunflower seeds, okay, yes. I want to show you, all right? So now we're going to go to see. Those sunflower seeds that you saw them dry, you need to soak them. Look how for 4 hours, at least for 2 hours, but 4 hours for better digestion. Okay, nuts and seeds, they need to be soaked for better digestion. And you just, we use a food processor for the pate, okay? A food processor. Here is this one, 2 cups, it gives you probably four different servings or time. That one, you need to measure is 1 serving, the palm of your hand, So you make like a bowl and then this is what you have. This is what you need to have. You don't need more. Why? Because this is a dense food, nutrient dense food, and you don't need to eat a lot. So, but hey, we don't have oil, so what are we going to do? So that's why that there is a whole chapter with sauces and dressings, okay? And as we're talking about the replacement of peanut butter, okay, that is the sunflower seed. We saw the sunflower seed pate, sunflower seed, white onion. Here you have the recipe. We follow directly, and we use a food processor. You can also use a blender, but in a food processor, this is better to make pates. So here they have the sunflower seed pate. Now, in the recipe, in that one, okay, I wanted to use the sunflower dressing. So you can use the sunflower seed, and it is exactly like this. The measurement are here, 2 tablespoons. Can you please bring me the unrefined sea salt too also? Yes, bring me that, please. The unrefined sea salt and the dulse flakes. Okay. And here you have a great dressing, okay? That you can put, because the food, this is very moist, okay? So it came a little bit too liquid, but you can add more sunflower butter or some with water in a blender, and you are going just to put in the dressing, okay, in the salad, I also, if you can bring me the sauerkraut, please. It says salt substitute, a little salt alternative. This is, yes, can you see that? The salt, unrefined sea salt, only a 1/4 of a teaspoon. If you cannot have salt because you have a medical condition, there is a replacement, yes, and it's called dulse. Dulse is a seaweed, okay, granules or flakes. It has iodine, and instead of using the salt, the unrefined sea salt, never refined. Unrefined can be Himalayan or Celtic. I wrote it for you, or then you can ask question, or the dulse. this has a salty flavor. Okay, the dulse flakes. If you can bring me the other dulse too. Okay, so these are like flakes, okay, that you can have it, okay. Put it in your, it is salty, did you see that? So you have to be able to, you can sprinkle if you want to on your salad. Also, this is a great substitute for chips and for salty, okay, dulse, okay, D-U-L-S-E, all right? So that, then I can tell you, you can get it on Amazon or you can get the other one, okay? Yes. And you can carry, can you please bring me the bag with the balls, the little bag with balls? And you can take with you, you know, and instead of chips, processed food, this is from the ocean, this is the algae that you need. Or you can carry like this, and whenever you want, you can have. And this is also a salt alternative. It comes in this way, like leaves, and it comes also in flakes that you can use, all right? So there are a lot of alternatives. Spices, all the spices that you like, this is what is going to give you the flavor, okay? So remember, the spices have to be around. So for this week, this is to prepare for the whole week, for 3 days, for half of the week, you know. And I'm going to go over for breakfast the chia blueberry, can you see that? The chia blueberry porridge. Then for lunch, we have the green salad. We have the green smoothie here. The green smoothie. We have the sunflower seed dressing, right? And then we have the sunflower seed pate, or dip, as you want to call it, okay? And then for dinner, something warm, okay? So we have the Portabella mushroom steaks. Only this here, this is another recipe that we'll do some other time. And the quinoa, you know, the quinoa is not in the book. The quinoa with the garbanzo bean or any bean that that you like to have, or you make like a paste that is called hummus with no oil. So thank you very much. And these are all the recipes for this week.
Okay, that was great. We have a lot of questions coming up,
Sure, yes.
and I'm gonna
I'm going to be here. I'll try to, yes.
moderate those. Just give me a moment.
Yes.
Thank you for your comments. Please put any additional questions you have now that you've had a chance to think about it.
That's fine. Can be standing. Do you want me to be here
You're
or
better off,
come back?
more comfortable here.
Okay.
We're gonna switch to the other camera.
Did I miss it?
Okay, folks. I wanted to clarify that you got in there, dulse was salt substitute that Chef Estella recommended. I just put in the chat that what you want, and she recommends for good health, is unrefined, unprocessed salt, a sea type of salt, be it Himalayan or Celtic sea salt. So it's not processed, it's not bleached. It's healthier for your body. Again, check with your doctor to see if you're salt sensitive, but you know, it can actually improve people's health. So check that out. Okay, here's some of the questions we have. Let me go to the chat again. All right. Someone says, do you get a certificate at the end of these classes? If you behave, because nobody's talking, you're all going to get a certificate.
Yes, if you don't miss the classes, if you miss the class,
Yeah.
no problem. I give you to make it up.
Yes. Cheryl made a comment on the sea salt. It says it does not contain iodine. And I know Estella can answer that. It doesn't contain iodine, so you have to get it from other sources. So know what you're getting, but it's a healthier salt where, you know, Estella can answer that about the.
Yes, the salt alternative, it has, they claim that it has a little bit of iodine, but probably the algae, all the algae that you can eat. I talk only today about dulse. This is the one that they contain they have some iodine. The best way that that you can have that is through the algae, you know. So that will help you with your thyroid also too. I went to the doctor. I was under a lot of stress, and they say all of a sudden you have, when I was still working, they say you have hypo, you have problem with the thyroid, we're going to give you a pill. And I say, why? No, I don't take any pill. You know, you see my record. I want to see why, what happened. Is hyper or hypo? It's hypo because you don't have enough iodine. And I said, give me just the time. I'm not going to start taking a pill. I'm going to start taking a pill. If so, I came, I knew that the algae, as I studied, was going to help. I was not quite sure, but yes, I started adding dulse 3 times a day, a lot of dulse. And the whole problem, when I came back and they did the test, I did not have any more problem with the thyroid. This is my personal experience. I want to tell you, I have other people also. Algae, it is very important to eat algae. It gives us the essential fatty omega-3 that we need. It helps with the thyroid, whether you believe or not. It helped me, and it helped other people too with the hypo. I don't know about the other type. So this is very important. Where can I buy the algae? Okay, I think that there is a question. And this dulse, if you can write in the chat, Stu, D-U-L-S-E. Okay. Yes. This is the one. This is the one that, yes, you need to be careful where you buy that and where it comes from. If you buy, can you please bring me the box from Glacier Farm? Yes. If you can find this online, that is from the North Atlantic Ocean, okay? Canadian sea vegetables, okay? You can buy it online too, also too, if you can find it. If not, I just get it from a good source that is Glacier Farm. You can look that, and I think that if you can write on the chat, Glacier Farm. So Glacier is an organic farm, and you can call and you can order this too. You don't have to go directly to the farm. They have an organic farm. So they have certain things. It can be a little bit expensive, but what is better, okay? So you can buy it online, make sure that it comes from, it's from Canadian or from the North Atlantic Ocean. This Eden also is very important. also. It is a very good company. And if you can bring me the other, see this one, the Dalsa granule. It says here, excellent iodine source of. Okay. This is what they claim. They may have a little bit, you know, and it helped me with my hypo. So after that, I never had any problem with the thyroid, but it was mostly based on the stress. And then we're going to talk also about the stress and what can we do about it, because chronic stress is what it causes all that. So it's a sole alternative, you know. So this is a main coast, sea vegetables. Yeah, I want to tell you, I just what I know and what I have. I don't make any money. None of this company, you know, it's blurry in here.
Yeah.
It's blurry. It's blurry. Why? I don't know.
Doesn't have
Okay.
doesn't have a face on it. That's why.
I don't know. I think that Jeff put in blurry my screen.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Any other questions?
Yeah. We have a question from Jerry. He'd like if you would mind clarifying. Seaweed is marine algae and that contains iodine.
Seaweed,
As yeah,
sea vegetables, or some people call them
seaweed or sea vegetables. There's a lot of them, different ones. Yeah.
Yes, the name, you know, it's more if you want to call them. I wouldn't call them seaweeds, sea vegetables. Okay, they are called really vegetables. And the question is if they have source of iodine.
Yeah, he wants.
That was the question. Repeat that again.
Seaweed, is that marine algae that contains iodine?
Marine algae. Well, they come from the ocean, right? So I know that this one, that they come from the North Atlantic, they are reputable and they come from the ocean. So as far as marine is, I think that they come from the ocean. I'm not really sure by the term marine, you know, if they come from the ocean. And the Lake Kalamata also has the other that I show you, the E3 Live, that is the algae, the blue-green algae also too. So they are the dulse, the one that I know. These are salty, and the blue-green algae. Yes, they contain iodine. The percentage, we don't know exactly. They don't make any claims. So that is up to you, but your life is going to improve, you know, when you start, because we don't have this from the algae. So we need to have this nutrient from the algae.
So basically, sea vegetables are very healthy and they contain various amounts of iodine from sea.
Yes, different, yes.
Right.
Vitamins and minerals, yes.
Yes, Brenda made a comment she loved and said it was a beautiful salad. Thank you, Estella, for showing how gorgeous the meal looks. And applause. She's silent applause. Okay.
Yeah, this is what is important. When you make your food, you have to make it colorful, that make you feel joyful, happy, you know.
You should see the holiday get-togethers and the Valentine's Day and the different things she has. So if you join us on the weekly...
So we always do. So I hope that you can make at least one of these dishes, the one that I show you. And then please just, it doesn't have to be something, you know, very, you know, like just every day. It's not a, this is not a like a TV show that we are paid. The first idea was that I was going to give this in person, but then we had COVID. And so this is also our first experience with all this technology. And I want to thank Stu and Vegan Man is here. also too, in order to make all this possible, because my mission is to try to give you the knowledge and to inspire you to take action to make some changes that is going to help the way you feel.
I got a couple more questions if you folks want to stick around for that.
Yes,
Um,
344
but,
years.
but on that note, I want to make a comment because I know Estella over 4 years on this journey with the organization. We all have choices. We're not going to come to your house or we're not going to check on you. It's up to each of us what we do. We vote when we go to the supermarket as to what we buy and what we put in our bodies. If you want to change whatever you were brought up with, whatever family culture, or my family's culture, your family's culture, you know, if you eat white bread, if you eat this, if you eat that, you got to move forward. You can't go backwards. You got to move forward. You got to make new decisions based on new information. So you got to take charge of where you want to go. We appreciate you. We've invited you. You're participating, and you can learn a lot from this. What you do with it is up to you. You know, we're a resource. We're here for you, and we want to answer your questions and be there and during this journey. And it's all up to you, really, what you do every day. Okay, that's my little 2 cents. If you're not allergic to peanuts, can you use the peanut butter instead of, let's say, some of the other butters, you know, the sunflower seed or whatever for some people? Because I know in the past you use also cashews in some of your dressings and salad dressings and things. So the question is, if you're not allergic to peanuts, can you use peanut butter? What is your take?
Well, peanuts are not really healthy. They have mold, aflatoxin. You can look in that. And if they don't bother you, try to eat them organic, you know, but they still have the aflatoxins that peanuts have is what is causing a lot of problem. The sunflower butter has the same, they are roasted, they have the same flavor practically of peanut butter. Try to buy the peanut butter, try to buy it organic, please.
Yeah. While
Or the
peanuts,
pesticides, yes.
while peanuts and peanut butter are high in protein, that's not the point. The point is it's not as healthy for you because of what she just mentioned about the aflatoxins
Exactly.
and the mold. So while you may digest it, you know, or not, and you may be getting protein, it may not be best for your overall immune health and whatever. That's just my take on that. So
the sunflower butter, it has a protein too.
yes, exactly.
Yes,
So
today I wanted to talk about seeds.
yes.
The sunflower seeds are people with allergy to nuts. They can use the sunflower seeds. Okay, and they always have to soak them.
Yeah. Just keep in mind, if you're invited to a ball game or to somebody's house and they're offering you peanuts, I mean, and you're not allergic to it, you know, feel free to, you know,
exactly. If you
occasionally.
enjoy them, you know.
This information, just realize you got to make decisions moving forward, how you want to incorporate things and how dedicated you want to be. So really just keep that in mind. Another question is, let's see.
Where does wine fit into a vegan lifestyle? Well,
We got a few more
alcohol, okay.
Yes.
Alcohol is acidic and is not a healthy vegan food, but you can have it, of course, why not? You know, if you enjoy, not every day, but you can have it. Have you heard about kombucha? Kombucha is a fermented drink that that you can use to replace alcohol. If you want to get this alcohol, you can use kombucha. Next time we need to talk about the fermented sauerkraut also. So it's just the fermentation of the cabbage. The kombucha, then I will bring one that I always buy that is good, you know. It has caffeine. This is the other thing. If you see the beverages, that we all live on stimulants. Oh, I need a coffee. Now I need a chocolate. So we want to try to give you just options, because you cannot live on a stimulant. You need to live on nutrient-dense food, really food that is not going to cause your blood sugar, all those spike of energy, and then you go and buy your energy drink. So it is, you can have them, you know, if you feel that you're crashing. I remember I used to, is a coffee, I have all different type of coffee. So you can read my story. You know, I got extremely sick in 5 years. I'm originally from Argentina. I was a teacher of English in Argentina. I came here and my goal was to have, I need to have that master and I need to have that master. And I realized in my academic life and what I thought that it was life. And then when I got all this one, then I couldn't work. And I didn't know why, and I never pay attention. Oh no, this is thing that people, you know, so this is what happened. This is what we learned. Kombucha has caffeine because it is just fermented in tea, okay? And there is one that is called Multigrain Synergy, if you can write in there. Multigrain Synergy, this is very good, you know. So if you are used to caffeine, there is nothing wrong. Start taking some other alternatives. I gave you the beverages that you can have. You can have carob that replaces chocolate. You can find in, or you can order in Glacier Farm, Glacier Organic Farm. Okay, you can have that too. And it is important, yes, you can have it and once in a while, but not to live on that. It's not good because it acidify your body, then your body does not have any defense. The acidity in your body doesn't give you the oxygen from inside. And this is what live food and living food and the pH miracle tells about, you know, that we have to eat some of these greens. Even though the CDC say that all these chronic diseases are caused by people in general whose diet are low in fruits, especially, and vegetables, low, very low. So we need to start changing. Maybe it's not easy. Start with 4 ounces, okay? 8 ounces, probably it's a lot, but you can start with 4 ounces of the green smoothie, all right? And what I gave you everything to start with and to alkalize your body, because this is what is going to give the defense to your immune system. And then also we're going to talk where that immune system next. So I have all these other topics. So I hope that the oil, today the most important oil is the oil. So please start replacing those oil with whole food, healthy fats. Okay. So I gave you the example today of the sunflower seeds. You can make a sunflower butter, you know, that doesn't cause any problem, allergy free. And even though sometimes you say, yes, I digest that, but do you have inflammation? Where does it go? Yeah, it just produces that inflammation. And this is where everything starts. That's why I advise taking turmeric, right? So the quinoa that I prepared today is just with a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. And turmeric, you know, this is going to help you. So your medicine is your food, okay, in your kitchen. I learned that the hard way. So, but thanks God that I found the right people and the right courses and classes that I took. And I can say that the doctor is really surprised when I go. I go twice a year and for my annual, and he said, oh my God, I never seen this in a long time about these low normal levels of cholesterol and sugar. I never seen any of that. So your doctor will be happy. You can start slowly. If you are on any medication, consult with your doctor that you are going to start taking and making some improvement. And greens are great. Okay, the greens are great, but they have the K, vitamin K. People who are on Coumadin, okay, a blood thinner, it's not that they cannot take it. Oh no, I cannot take it at all. Talk with your doctor. Maybe instead of 4 ounces of the smoothie, you can start with 2 ounces of the smoothies because the chlorophyll, then we're going to talk about the phytochemicals also too. All right, any other question?
Yeah, Francesca would like to know, for the green smoothie, do we just blend the apple in the blender too, or do we need to juice it separately?
First, as the recipe tells you, you just blend the green with the water. Okay, it's going to be watery. So after that, no, you don't need to juice. If you buy organic apple, you don't need to peel the apple either. All right. So you just add the apple, you just add any of this powder, green powder that I told you and give you ideas, or just the apple. And even though you can add also half of a banana too. Okay. If you can eat, banana has a lot of, is one of the fruit that is high glycemic. But if you don't have that, so it gives a very nice taste and it make it thick, okay? Also, after you do that, you can add half of an avocado in the blender, but it has to be at the last moment. Or you can eat the avocado with your, it's not going to be a green smoothie, but it's going to be like a type of soup, okay, that you add, and then you have a great meal. No juice, you just put direct in the blender. Magic bullet would be great for the smoothie, so that's why, or else, if you invest in a Vitamix, maybe you want to type that one in there as too, Vitamix.
Yes.
It's a high energy blender. This is the one that I have. So it will help you, okay? It will help you a lot. And remember, it may be expensive now, but make the effort and save on other things so you can buy that high power blender. Because with that one, you can do a lot of things. You see, we did the pate, we did a blender and a food processor. These are the two things very important. That is fast and it can help you a lot to alkalize your body. So this is what is important, to have a balance, okay? So we're going to move of 100% acid food to like in between. You can go to 5 to 6. Some people say, oh no, I don't want to be alkaline. No, it will never be. The body balances by itself. It's called homeostasis. All right, so you don't have to be careful, worried that, oh, I don't want to be too acidic. You will too alkaline. Okay, you need to be afraid to be too acidic. Yes. So the body will balance itself. So I think that this is important to have into account the pH level of our blood. And based on this one, I try to change the way I eat. Any other questions?
Yes.
If I recommend any milk, okay? Now, I use soy milk. There is no problem with soy milk. Soy has to be organic. There are many, you can have almond milk also too, you can buy it. Or if you have a blender, okay, I'm going to show you that. You can make your own almond milk. Always read the ingredients. Okay, sometimes I read that there are many almond milk that have other names that you cannot pronounce, okay? If it has one, it's fine, but if it has 2 or 3, you just want to see how you are going to know that. So how it's going to balance. I think that I see that. Okay, so yes, oat milk. Okay, also now there are a lot of oat milk that you can have. Soy milk has to be organic, and there is no problem. Okay, the one that I buy, it is in the Carlos. Can you please bring in the soy milk that I have? Is just read the ingredients: soys and water. You know, when they start placing other things, you know, soy milk. Okay, so here, okay, this is like organic unsweetened. This is Weston, and the organic, the ingredient, it says water, organic soybean. The question is, how do you know if your body is too acidic? Can you tell me what percentage of processed food, overcooked food, and meat product do you eat? Just by the percentage, you will know. If you eat like 50% of acidic food, you can balance the other 50 with alkaline food. Okay, the one that we talk, plant-based, with no oils. All right. So coconut milk. Coconut milk is very good, but it is high in omega-6. Okay, you can have it, but not all the time. There is a light coconut milk that I buy sometime to make, but remember that all oils, okay, and including the coconut version, coconut oil, all right, also clog your arteries. So you can have it, but try to use light and don't have it all the time also too. So 1 week you have almond, the other week you have soy milk, the other you have oats. Okay. Can you do roll oats with the blueberry chia porridge? Yes, of course. The recipe said that you can add also, but with the chia you don't need, because next Saturday, this is another porridge made with roll oats, and it come out very good, and you can do it overnight too. And so you don't have, practically, this is fast. You don't need to be able to know how to cook, how to prepare your food. That's why that I made this. I wanted to share with people my recipe. They are very, very easy recipe for people who don't have time to cook, and yet you have to keep yourself strong, eating nutrient-dense food. And you make all this for half of the week. And then even though you can make those green smoothies and those chia porridge for the whole week, and then you freeze them. You leave 3 in the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, let's say. Okay, for 3 days will be fine, all right? And then the other, you freeze them. Okay, and then the night before of the day that you want to have them, they're going to defrost by itself while you are sleeping, and then you take that, you go to work and have a wonderful breakfast. And so you have food all the time. What other question?
If you eat the coconut itself, does it also clog your arteries?
It is high in omega-6, all right? So you can have it, of course. It is the best thing to do. It's not the process, okay? So it may not be so fast as the coconut oil that is processed, but still remember it is omega-6. And what we want to have is the right ratio of omega-3 with 6. So chia, flaxseed give you the omega-3s. So with the coconut, you know, it's just wonderful and all that. So please go, and there are a lot of YouTube videos that Dr. Esselty just had a lot of presentation, and he also talked about that. Remember how to provide your body so it can produce that nitric oxide, that this is what is going to give you the blood flow and just open up your arteries. You know, so this is what is important. Thank you so much, Dean. It is lightening here, so I am signing now. Okay, so
We have a
Brenda, thank you. Yes, any other question?
Yeah, we have a question from Gio. We'd like to know, what do you think about monk fruit sugar? Monk
Fruit sugar. So it is, I don't know exactly how much of sugar it gives, but it is a good option, okay? Because we don't want refined sugars, okay? So you can have monk fruit, of course. Always read the amount that you need to have. Yes, monk fruit is one of the, is not refined, that you can have it. Next time I will talk about the other options also, like maple syrup that you can have. You don't want to have the refined. So try to change any refined sugar for any, like the monk fruit or the sweet drops, that these are stevia. Even though there is a green stevia, it's not easy to find, but online you can find green stevia coming directly from the plant, okay, from the stevia. And so this is a great substitute for sugar. In Brazil, they use that a lot. They have green stevia.
Okay. We have a question from Cheryl. She'd like to know, regarding the blueberry chia porridge recipe that you presented, can you also do rolled oats with that?
Sure. You do exactly the same thing. Yes, sure. And you have other recipe. I don't know if there is some in the book, but yes, exactly. You can do exactly the same thing. And next Saturday, I will show you. Just leave it overnight. The only thing that you need to put is just milk, the same of chia. You put milk with the roll oats. Instead of chia, you use roll oats. And the next day, so you have already your breakfast prepared. Yes, sure. Roll oats, yes. Always try to get the roll oats instead of the instant roll oats. It is an excellent food that we can have every day. Very important.
Okay.
Yes, any other questions?
Any last questions? Okay. I would like to thank all of our participants today. If you have any further questions, feel free to email us, either to myself or Chef Estella or Vegan Man. We'll be glad to answer that for you. And we look forward to you joining us again next week, same time. Thanks for your participation. Thanks for spending time with us, for your excellent questions, and we look forward to you next time. Until then, have a good one. Take care, everyone. Bye now.
Bye. Thank you.